This is the Nevada State Museum in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Changing Exhibits section. When I was here before, it was the Liberace exhibit, and now it's postcards from Las Vegas. And what they've done is to collect some of the postcards showing mostly old Las Vegas, which you old-timers will enjoy. And there are a few from the current scene in Las Vegas, which the young people can identify with more. There's the First State Bank, which was on the corner of, let's see, there was Main and then First Street, and was essentially the first bank here. This was the main high school back in the 1930s. And this was taken over near the railroad area. It says it's taken from that old ice plant which burned down, I think, twice in its history. And you can see some of the old railroad cottages. But this is an early one because there's still a lot of tent structures there. And this case has a lot of smaller pictures. Here. And this was the Arizona Club, which had to be on block 16 because that was what was allowed for drinking establishments at that time. And then the old McCarran Field from the 50s. And this entry area still exists when you drive past the airport. Of course, now the airport is called Harry Reid Airport. The old convention center. Several more pictures from the old days. This is now the Mob Museum. It was the post office and federal building at the time. And this is the Fifth Street School. The chapel is still there. And look at Sunrise Hospital, the way it looked back then. And this is the beginnings of UNLV. The old Moulin Rouge. That white chapel, I believe, is still there on Las Vegas Boulevard, where many a marriage has taken place. And look at this postcard from when Elvis was around. And the Green Shack. I think the Green Shack was on Boulder Highway, I think. Fung's Garden I'm not familiar with. Then the Boulder Club, as you can see there. And this blow up of a postcard from the Horseshoe Club. Benny Billion's place. Benny Binion's place. Downtown Las Vegas. And Fremont Street. There's the bank that we were talking about earlier. And then the Northern Hotel, and this would be the hotel on the corner, Golden Gate. And then over here would be the old Overland Hotel. And just think, all this area is now covered with that Fremont Street experience. And as you can see, once you got past, let's see if this was first, second, once you got past 5th Street, which was Las Vegas Boulevard, you had city, houses. Even the wealthy lived up in that area. Desert Rose Motel. That I don't recall. Gateway Auto Court. Let's see. Let's see. Expenses first day. Gas $16. Room $8. Meals $8. Miscellaneous 65 cents. Total $32.73. Let's see, this was 1952 according to the postmark. Said had a bad time. See the last few miles with the wind and rain. See, that was August, so that must have been the monsoon season. And then more postcards of the different places. And I'm not sure where the El Tovar Motor Court was as well. Oh, it says right there, right downtown on Highways 91, which would be Las Vegas Boulevard, and 466. So this is a small exhibit that they set up because they're going to have another exhibit coming in based upon the old Spanish Trail. So this is the interim exhibit. The El Rancho Vegas. That is on the corner of Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard. And on that lot, I think at one point they had one of those electric daisy light shows or whatever. And that was a premier one, and it was right on the edge of the county line and city of Las Vegas. And it was one of the first one-stop shopping experiences for Las Vegas, in that you could go there and spend your whole time there. Gamble, horseback riding, swimming, tours, whatever. And they had a good buffet there at that time. I think it was something like $1 or $2. Compared to what you see at Caesar's Palace with that Bacchanal, is close to $70 per person. And there are more postcards along this way. And this is a good look at the old Las Vegas Fremont Street. At the end of the street, you can see the train station, and then all of the rest of Fremont Street from that time. Look at the old Woolworth store over here. Florsheim shoes. The Horseshoe, Las Vegas Club, Lucky something. Notice you don't see Las Vegas Vic in this one. But look at the cars. We know from here that at least that was a 1966 Mustang, maybe. So we know it was at least in the 60s. So Vic had to be there. Maybe we are further down than Vic was. So if you're in Las Vegas and you want to get out of the 118-degree heat, visit the Nevada State Museum at Las Vegas at the Springs Preserve, and you can tour this plus the natural history part and the history of Las Vegas just opposite of the entrance to this place. So until the Old Spanish Trail exhibit, I'll sign off.